Good morning, students. Today I am going to teach you your second grammar chapter for class 8. The name of the chapter is Determiners. So let us first go on to explain what are we going to study today, right? So today we are going to study the following contents. First is what are determiners? We are going to know what are they. Second, types of determiners. What are those types? Let's go through them. Articles, possessives, demonstratives, quantifiers, interrogatives, and ordinals. So let's move on. What are determiners? So, a determiner is a word that introduces a noun. You know what is a noun, right? Any place, person, thing, or an idea. These are all nouns. So, a determiner is a word that is used before a noun to introduce a noun. Okay? It always comes before a noun and not after it. It may also come before any other adjective used to describe the noun. So, any adjective which is used before a noun to describe it. So, it may come just before that particular adjective. Determiners are required before a singular noun but are optional when it comes to introducing plural nouns. What are singular nouns? Singular is one, something which is singular in nature, one in nature, whereas plural is many or more. So if there are, many things, so there are flowers, boats, these are all plural nouns, right? So it is not important to put a determiner before that, but it is definitely required before a singular noun. Now let's look at these examples. The bunny went home. I ate the chocolate cookie for dessert. An ostrich is moving around. Each person should be present. Which flower is that? So these are some of the examples. You can also see this picture here. These are some examples of the determiners. So these are different kinds of determiners which are used. So here in these examples, the slanted ones are the determiners. The bunny. So the is again a determiner which I am sure you understand. It is an article, right? The bunny. I ate the chocolate cookie. So the chocolate. An ostrich is moving around. An ostrich. So an is a determiner. Each person should be present. So each person, a person is a noun, whereas each is a determiner. Which flower? So which is a determiner, whereas a flower is a noun. Okay, let's move on to the next. Types of determiners. Let's come to the first one. Do you know what is an article? You all must have studied in your previous classes. Articles are a, and the. These are three articles, right? So, under articles also there are two types. It's divided into two types. Definitive articles and indefinitive articles. Now, let's understand the definition of articles first. An article is a word that modifies or describes the noun. It is used before the noun to show whether it refers to something specific or not. So please remember, it is used to describe a noun first. Secondly, to understand whether it's talking about something specific or something in general, right? And that is how it is divided into definite and indefinite. Now, definite article is something when you're talking about something very clear, exact, something very obvious, in specific that you're talking about, right? For example, I'm talking about Taj Mahal. So I might say the Taj Mahal because there is only one Taj Mahal. The Taj Mahal is in Agra, right? But if I'm talking about something like a monument, so I can say monuments in general or a monument, right? Because I'm not talking about a particular monument. I just might say a monument is a historical place, you know. So that is, I'm talking about monuments in general and not about any specific monument, right? So definite articles are used where we're talking about something specific. The cat sat on the couch. So I'm talking about a particular cat that sat on my couch. The dog attacked me and ran away. Again, I'm talking about a particular dog that attacked me and ran away. Now let's come to indefinite articles. It is used which when we don't know something, which, you know, when things are not clear or obvious or exact, right? So here let's look at these examples. Do you have a pencil? So I'm asking for a pencil, which can be any pencil, not a specific pencil. But when I say, do you have the pencil that I gave you yesterday? That would mean I'm talking about a particular pencil that I had given you yesterday, right? So it would become definite. But here it is a indefinite article which is used to describe the pencil. I want to have an apple. It can be any apple, or if I talk about a particular apple that I bought yesterday, I can say that the apple which I bought yesterday. Okay, I'm sure you'll be able to understand the difference between the definite and the indefinite articles. Right. So let's move on to the next one. Possessives. So when referring to a noun that belongs to someone or something, you understand the possessive? I possess this land, or I possess this book. That means this is mine. This belongs to someone. Right? So that's how we refer to possessives. Something which belongs to you or someone else. So you can use possessive nouns to show ownership. Okay? Possessive pronouns include my, your, his, her, its, our, and their. So when you're using it in terms of a determiner, you use it like this. Let's look at these examples. Where is your car? So car is a noun, whereas your is a possessive determiner. The dog growled and showed its teeth. So whose teeth it's showing? It's showing its teeth, right? So it is again a determiner, a possessive determiner here. My friend is a cat. So my best friend is a cat. So my is again a possessive determiner. Which one is his house? So his is a possessive determiner and house is a noun. So please go through these examples. You will be able to understand things better. You can use the same possessive whether the noun is referred in the context of singular or plural. So my shirt is green, or I wear green t-shirts. Your book is new. His pillow is soft. So whether it's in terms of singular plural, you use the same possessive. Is that clear? Let's move to the next. Demonstratives. Now you also use as determiners in English. There are 4 types of this that you use. Okay, demonstratives are when you're showing something, when you're talking about something. This book, that shop, these mangoes, those people. So you're talking about things, or when you're trying to show something, then you use these demonstratives. Now demonstratives are used in a situation in which the speaker can point to the item they mean, making them even more specific than a definite article. For example, do you want this piece of cake? I don't want to go for that movie. These black raspberries are sour. He wanted those boys to go away. So here this, that, these and those are used for your determiners, demonstrative determiners. So this, you should understand this. This and these refer to items which are nearby. When you're talking about something which is nearby. But you use that and those to refer to items which are far away. That evening, those times, when you're talking about something which is far away, which is not present. But this day, that is today. These things, that is something which is present right there or near you. Okay, also you should understand that this and that are singular, while these and those are plural. What do you mean by this? This and that these words, this and that are used when you're talking about something which is singular in nature, which is single, right? Why do you use these and those when you're talking about things which are more in number? So let's look at these examples. This chair is broken. That car is expensive. These clothes are wet. So you're talking about many clothes, not one. Those birds are flying south. So you're talking about many birds. Okay. Let's come to the next one. Quantifiers. These are fourth kind of determiners. Now quantifiers are determiners that indicate how much or how little. So quantifiers come from the word quantity, quantifying, right? So quantity, you're telling how much or how little about something of the noun which is there. So determiner, which is a quantifier, would tell you about if the noun is little or more or much or however it is, right? They include words such as all, few and many. For example, he took all the books. She liked all desserts equally. Few children like beans. Many kittens are taught to hunt by their mothers. All can be used in other determiners to specify which particular items are meant. For example, all the books in this pile. In this case, the quantifier always comes before the article or demonstrative. So it can be used with a article as well, like it's used here. All the books. So it can be used before a article also, and it is followed by a noun, right? It's also possible to use all as alone, as alone itself. You don't have to put it with something. All alone to refer to item generally as the example given here, right? So let's see some of the quantifiers. Some, any, every, more, much, few, little. These are all quantifiers. Now let's come to interrogatives. Now what are interrogatives? Interrogation, have you heard of? The word interrogation is questioning someone. So the word interrogatives have come from interrogation, right? So interrogative determiners ask questions. So these words are used before nouns to ask question. So there are three interrogative determiners that you should learn in this chapter, which are what, which, whose. So please remember these words. Students, whatever words I'm referring to, whatever examples I'm referring to, please remember these words as part of different types of determiners. This will help you to answer the questions. Okay? Interrogative determiners are determiners that formulate direct or indirect questions and exclamations. So let's look at these examples. What size do you wear? What kind of bird is that? What color is her hair? What kind of clothes do you like to wear? Which road leads to the zoo? Whose footprints are these? So these are different question words that are used to put as determiners. So interrogative determiners are these. Let's move to the other one. Ordinals. Now ordinals are used to show sequence or order of something. Words such as first, second, last. So the first meeting was held here. The first batch of mangoes. The first rain. I came fourth at a run, something like that. So all these are ordinals. So please understand, ordinals are any such words which are first, second, third, last, previous, other, another. So basically telling you about a sequence or an order. These are ordinals. Okay. So please remember these words as your ordinal determiners. Okay. Let's recall now what we have studied today. We have studied about articles, a, an and the. So there are two types of articles, definite and indefinite articles. Now if definite articles talks about specific articles, specific things, right? The talks about specific things, whereas when we are not defining anything specific but things are general, then we use indefinite articles such as a and an. Second is possessives. Possessive determiners are my, your, his, her, our, their, whose, right? Something that we possess or we, which we own. That is determiner, possessive determiner. Now, third is demonstrative. So, demonstrative tells us about what things are, right? Demonstrating something, telling you about something, right? This, that, these, those. So please remember these words. Then comes quantifiers. Now quantifiers tell you about quantities: few, another, several, much, many, a lot. All these are your quantifier determiners. Ordinals, which tells you about a sequence or an order: first, second, third, fourth, another, after. These are all quantifiers of ordinals. There are also numerals, but that is not there in your chapter, but you can understand these are also types of determiners. 1, 2, 3, 4, all these numbers are also kind of determiners which come before a noun. Last one was interrogative determiners, which are, in this chapter we are studying about three main interrogative determiners, which are whose, which and what. Students, please try and do the exercises behind your chapter, okay? And after coming back to class, we'll definitely try and discuss these answers and solve it together. Thank you.